How's it going, guys? Luis here from Gaming Vlog Network, and if you've been a viewer of mine for a while, you probably know that Super Smash Bros. Is one of my favorite game series of all time. I've been playing it since the 1996 release on the N64, up to now on the 3DS and the Wii U. One of the coolest things about this series is how just crazy awesome it is in terms of character roster and features. Comparing the Wii U release over to something like the Melee release, it sounds completely insane to imagine a Smash Bros. Game with Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and even Cloud Strife. That sounds insane, but in 2016, it's a real thing. It's not just some random fanfiction on DeviantArt or some random rumor post on NeoGAF. It exists. It's a real thing. And that got me thinking, because as a little kid, I used to play so many clone or fan-made Smash Bros. Games online during school that featured a crazy amount of characters like Goku, Sora, a bunch of random characters at the time that didn't even exist in official Smash Bros. Games like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and so many others. So I want to count down 3 really awesome Super Smash Bros. Fan-made games that I really love. Now, these are in no particular order. I think they're all pretty cool in their own unique way, and they're all available for free to download underneath that like button. So if you see a game you want to try out for yourself, check out the links in the description below and you can go ahead and try it out for free. At number 3, we have Super Smash Land. Imagine the original Super Smash Bros. For the N64 as an original Game Boy game, and that's essentially Super Smash Land. The entire game itself is sort of like a D grade. The visuals are all pixelated to match the style of the original Game Boy, and even the music matches the visual style. It's pretty much just a nostalgia trip. The cast of characters includes Mario, Kirby, Link, Pikachu, and you're also able to unlock Mega Man and Vaporeon. I'm not really sure why Vaporeon, it's just in the game for some reason. There's a total of 11 stages, some of them new and some of them being remakes of the original stages like Kirby's Dream Land and Hyrule Castle from the N64 version of Smash Bros. The controls are really simple, and it's sort of a good and a bad thing. The good being that it very much does feel like a Game Boy game, but the bad thing being it totally just limitates you in terms of controls. You literally only have a D-pad to move around, a jump button, and an A button to hit, and that's about it. Gameplay wise, again because of those controls, is nothing really too extraordinary, but it's still a really cool thing that you're able to show off to your friends. It's Smash Bros. On a Game Boy. How badass is that? For number 2, we have Super Smash Bros. Crusade. Crusade is definitely more of a gamer's dream. The cast of characters this game features is completely insane. We have the usual cast of characters like Mario, Pikachu, Link, and Fox, but then we get the completely badass roster that just doesn't exist right now, like Ridley from Metroid, Goku from DBZ, Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, and Ristar. Frickin' Ristar. Sega, you guys need to make a new Ristar game. And I know some of you guys are going to comment, it's Ristar or Ristar. I never learned how to pronounce it, that's how I pronounce it. Anyway, there's a total of 58 characters and 24 stages. Some familiar, some new. Gameplay wise, it's very similar to the traditional Super Smash Bros. Formula. There aren't any button limitations like Super Smash Land had. One really cool thing about this game that I think is really hard to find in any Smash Bros. Fan-made game is the physics. The physics of this game feels very similar to the recent Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. When you get hit, it actually feels like you get an appropriate knockback. I've had constant problems in other Smash Bros. Fan-made games where you get hit and it feels like you're just flying through the air, even though it was a light tap. Some other cool features include local multiplayer and even online modes where you can host a match and send your info to a friend to connect with you online. Overall, it's a really well-made fan game that I highly suggest you check out. Especially just for the character roster. I mean, you could finally play as Ridley. You know Sakurai doesn't want you to play as Ridley, but now you can. And finally, at number 1, we have the game that I'm sure most of you have either heard of, played, or specifically played in the computer lab of your elementary school and then got caught and got in trouble for. This is Super Smash Flash 2. Super Smash Flash 2 has been in development since Super Smash Bros. Brawl was a thing, and at the time of making this video, it's currently in beta version 0.9. This particular fan-made game feels a lot like Super Smash Bros. Brawl in terms of gameplay and physics, but with some crazy new characters. You still have the traditional characters like Mario, Link, Kirby, and Pikachu, but you also get some fantastic new additions like the Black Mage, Bomberman, Goku, and my personal favorite, Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series. Even just by using the keyboard, I was able to mimic a lot of the combos I do with Yoshi in the current version of Smash Bros. For Wii U. The only thing I have against this game is that there's some sort of slowdown periods. Like when you do a final smash, there's a slowdown of the gameplay, which is probably just an effect of the final smash, but it really does feel more like a frame rate drop and it gets really annoying. However, just like Smash Bros. Crusade, there's still local multiplayer and even online multiplayer that lets you play with your friends online if you have a registered Megalon gaming account. Overall, it's a fantastic time, and if my hint didn't suggest towards it, I played this a lot in school as a kid. And that pretty much does it for my 3 awesome Super Smash Bros. Fan-made games that I highly suggest you check out. Again, all the links to them will be in the description below, so go feel free to download them and try them out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and let me know what other videos I should do in terms of fan-made games. I've done one for Mario Brothers, I've done one for Sonic, and now for Smash Brothers. Let me know if there's any other series I should check out. As always, thank you all very much for watching the video, and if you'd like to keep up to date with me off of YouTube, you can check out my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. All those links are in the description below, along with my gaming usernames, so if you want to play PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo sometime, you can find that all in the description below. Once again, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.